Hey everyone! So today in this video I wanted to talk about something that comes up quite a lot in conversations I have, and it's also something that we're told and we're bombarded with pretty much every day. And that's this idea that we will be happier if we change ourselves, and in particular if we change our bodies. Now it's something that the kind of dieting industry, the fashion industry, beauty industry really thrive off. They really thrive off telling us that if we do this thing, if we join this gym or buy this product, then it will make us feel better about ourselves. We'll feel happier, we'll feel more confident, we'll be more accepted, we'll have more friends. All of these messages that we're told on the condition that we make this change to ourselves. And by doing that, it means that we shouldn't accept ourselves for who we are, or how we look, or how we behave, or kind of all those things that make us us. And so we're told not to accept that, not to kind of settle for what we've been given, and how we are as we are, because in their eyes that doesn't sell products, that isn't in their interests. One of my favourite quotes goes along the lines of, if every woman and man was to wake up and love themselves, the entire beauty, fashion, diet industry would go bust overnight. And it's so true that they really rely on us not accepting ourselves and not loving ourselves for who we are. And so what I wanted to talk about was this idea that the way we feel depends on how we look. And it came to mind the other day when I was having a conversation, and I suddenly thought there have definitely been instances where my opinion of myself and how happy and comfortable and confident I feel about myself changes over the course of a day. So I could wake up feeling really great, feeling really confident, and then later I would maybe see myself in the mirror and find problems with what I see, and then deciding that I want a different body, or that I need to hit the gym, or that I should, I don't know, all the different kind of thoughts that come to mind. And this was me kind of a number of years ago. It happens very rarely now, but the thing is, nothing physically changed between kind of 6 o'clock in the morning and 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Nothing has physically changed about me or my body. The only thing that has changed is my state of mind, and that is changing all the time. So actually, there's kind of a big flaw to this argument that we'll be happier if we change our physical appearance, because actually, like with that example, like as I said, nothing about my physical body had changed throughout that day. The only thing that had changed was what I was thinking about my body. And so if that's the case, then actually, even if I did make changes, if I did decide to, I don't know, go on a diet, or start weightlifting at the gym, or whatever it might be, and my physical body changed, that I'm still going to have those shifts in state of mind, no matter how I look. So actually, what is the point? Because if I can be happy now, then surely that's all that matters. If I can feel at home in my own skin, if I can accept myself for who I am now, right now, as I am, without the need to listen to any of this noise around me that's telling me that I am less than perfect, then surely we can bypass, we can skip all of that torture, that whole process of molding ourselves, or going to extreme lengths to change ourselves to fit this idea of perfect, of acceptable, of beautiful. And personally, I feel like that is a far more appealing route to go down. Self-acceptance, self-love. Because surely that's far more fulfilling. That's far more effortless. And that certainly brings me far more joy now. I feel like I've gone on quite a journey over the last, gosh, however many years it's been now, where I've got to this point where I'm not fussed about what other people think. I'm not fussed about what, according to society, I'm supposed to look like. That is how I see it now, a total waste of my energy and time. And I can focus it on other things that bring me far more joy. Because hating myself never brought me joy. Looking at myself in the mirror every morning and finding faults in everything I saw never brought me joy. It only created worry and anxiety and discomfort. And personally, I don't miss that. I don't miss that at all. And the thing is, the only thing that was ever standing in my way was me and my beliefs that I had to follow what I was being told by these massive corporations, by society. And that belief was so ingrained that for such a long time I didn't even know that I had a choice over whether or not to believe that. It kind of seeped in. I had absorbed this message from such a young age that it didn't even seem like I wasn't even really aware of it. I wasn't aware of it at all, which is why I was doing all of these things totally unconsciously. So actually maybe the starting point is actually starting to become aware of where these messages are actually coming from. Like, who has actually said to you, you need to look this way? And for me, as I said, that was definitely seeing pictures in magazines, on social media, on TV. Everyone kind of looked the same. And so I took that to mean, okay, well, surely I should look the same too, because all these people look really happy and they're successful and they've got tons of friends and all of those things. So I certainly was able to identify pretty quickly where all these messages were coming from. And then there's definitely something in there around giving ourselves permission to let go of that, to go against the grain, to choose what we want to do. And once I figured out that I had that choice, joy and self-love and contentment in myself as I am right now felt like a much nicer option. So have a think maybe reflect on where you see a lot of these messages coming from. And then I'd love you to maybe even think about examples where the way that you see yourself has changed, maybe over the course of a day or an hour even. And knowing that that is just a change in your state of mind. And so actually all these messages telling us to change ourselves in order to be happy is a load of rubbish. because we've seen it, that we can be happy right now with how we are right now. And yeah, I feel like that brings me a hell of a lot more joy. So let me know what you think. Drop any comments, thoughts in the comment box below, and I'll see you in the next video.